graduation ceremony is about to start. So a quick reminder of how the ceremonies will work. Please stand as the procession is led in at the start of the ceremony and also at the end. Have your index cards ready to bring with you to the stage. When it's your turn and your name is called, walk across the stage, slowly doff your cap to the senior member of staff, walk across the carpet, and the marshals will show you to your new seat. For friends, families and supporters, please help us with clapping, cheering. Please raise the roof on this amazing St David's Hall today. There is plenty of space in the ceremony for you to show your support for your individual people here, but also for the collective cohorts. Please make this the loudest, it's certainly the biggest, so please make this the loudest ceremony today. Most of all, to everyone here today, enjoy it. Mwynhewch y dydd. Really, really enjoy it. Make memories and have an absolutely wonderful time. Llongyfarchiadau. Diolch yn fawr iawn. Cheers.
Prwnan da a croeso I Gaerdydd. Good afternoon and welcome to Cardiff and our 2023 graduation ceremonies. Your 2023 graduation. I'm Pat Young and I'm the chair of Cardiff University's governing body, the University Council. Over 35 years ago, I sat exactly where you're sitting, preparing to graduate from Cardiff University. So it's a real privilege for me to be here to celebrate this momentous occasion with you. May I offer a warm Welsh welcome to your families, friends and supporters, and of course to you, the class of 2023, because today we celebrate your extraordinary achievements. Acquiring a university education is no mean feat. And so I commend you not only for securing a place at Cardiff University in the first place, but also for the dedication and commitment that you've demonstrated to get to where you are today. This success is only part of your story. Many of you joined us as the full force of the pandemic was being felt. Others may have been a year or two into their studies. What we and you faced was a challenge on a level not seen since the Second World War. Throughout this difficult period, you, our students, have been quite wonderful. You have shown patience and understanding, as well as a willingness, determination and tenacity to tackle whatever has been put in front of you. For this, you should be extremely proud, because everybody at Cardiff University is certainly proud of you. We realise that for some of you, the uncertainty continues. But do not forget, your ceremony today recognises all of the hard work you have put in and the culmination of your journey with us. You leave here today knowing that you are now part of a very special family, the Cardiff University alumni community. While you've been here, you've been taught by world-leading scholars and some of the brightest minds on the planet. And now it's your turn. Your Cardiff qualification tells the world that you're ambitious, passionate, and have a brilliant mind. Embark on the next stage of your journey with all of the confidence that that brings. For some of you, today may be tinged with sadness as you say goodbye to Cardiff. This vibrant, colourful and diverse city has been the backdrop to your journey through university. Of course, the charm and character of Cardiff is difficult to give up, and some of you may have already decided to stay and call Cardiff home for the foreseeable future, whether this is through work or through further study. Either way, as you cross this stage in a short while and step foot outside of the front door of this auditorium, you will be doing so as a Cardiff graduate. Cardiff University will always be your university, and so wherever life takes you, we hope that you become a flag bearer for this great institution and carry forward our values of kindness and generosity of spirit. We simply ask that you stay in touch, come and visit us often, and share your experience of Cardiff University with the wider world. For now, I ask that you sit back, enjoy the ceremony, and savour this moment. It's another special memory to add to the collection from your time with us, and your graduation will be something you can fondly look back on in years to come. I now have the pleasure of introducing Hannah Pearce. Hannah will read the proclamation and a poem by Wales' inaugural poet, Gwyneth Lewis, inaugural national poet, Gwyneth Lewis. Many of you will have encountered Gwyneth's work before in the form of the 6-foot-high words, literally thought to be literally the biggest poem in the world, on the front of the Wales Millennium Centre. Gwyneth has been writer-in-residence at the University School of Physics and Astronomy and is now an honorary fellow. The poem, Education, was specially commissioned by Cardiff University. Hannah.
Education by Gwyneth Lewis. Deiddia feiddio, gwellhad y wneud. Myna geisio, parchad weid. Traws newidiad fydd dy glod, dy ddyfodol, mentro bod. Learning's a passport that returns you home a better person. It permits you to dare being daring, makes you secure with not knowing everything, helps you welcome some failure, forges an alloy with others' thinking, It is simple delight in mind and its motions. Scintillates, but isn't deceptive. Amidst the joy of institutes is the open road to everywhere but bigotry. It's the shortest distance between you and me, and if you're lucky, it never ends. I will now read the proclamation, first in Welsh and then in English. Nerth gwlad I gwybodaeth. Boed hysbys I holl aelodau'r brifysgol ac ar hyd a lled y byd fod cynulliad o Brifysgol Caerdydd yn cael ei gynnal heddiw ym mhrif ddinas Cymru. Wrth ddathlu cyflawniadau rhai sydd yn nosbarth 2023, fe'i hatgoffwn o'i cyfrifoldeb i gyfrannu i werthoedd y brifysgol hon. Nod iddynt hwy yw ceisio drwy y cyflawniadau wasanaethu lles pawb, ymdrechu i sicrhau rhagoriaeth ym mhob peth ac yn boeni am ddyfodol ein byd. Gwrandewch yn awchus arddwythineb, gan ei fod yn cynnig gobaith a gwirionedd ym mhob cenhedlaeth. Nerth gwlad I gwybodaeth. A nation's strength is in its learning. Let it be known to all members of the university and throughout the world that today, in the capital city of Wales, a congregation of Cardiff University is taking place. We celebrate the achievement of those in the class of 2023, and in doing so, remind them of their responsibility to share in the values of this university. It is for them to seek through their achievements to serve the common good, to strive for excellence in all things, and care for the future of our world. Be attentive to wisdom, for it offers hope and truth in every generation.
Brynhawn da, good afternoon. My name is Ashley Alava Garcia, and it is my honour to address you as one of your Vice Presidents of Cardiff Students' Union and a proud alumna of the School of Engineering. May your care ever be for the good name of our university and the well-being of our world. When we embarked on a university journey, the years we had ahead seemed like a lifetime. I am sure most of you would agree that it feels like yesterday when we started these new chapters in our lives. Saying goodbye to our friends and family, and feeling apprehensive about making new friends, fitting in, and commencing our academic journey at Cardiff University. But what at the time felt like forever goes in the blink of an eye. And before you know it, you are sat here in St. David's Hall in your cap and gown, ready to graduate, and thinking about what the future may have in store for you. However, what we didn't know then is that we would be leaving Cardiff having become a part of a close-knit and supportive community. When I sat down to think about what made this university so special, the first thing that came to mind is the communities that we have built. Our student community is like no other. Whether your time at Cardiff has been impacted by being part of a society, maybe playing an engineering sport, spending time in the Formula student paddock, or spending long hours in Trwy'r library or in the forum, or might have been overcoming barriers, whatever those might have been. You became part of a community that shaped your time here, and a community that will, if you choose to let it, shape your time in the future. Being an alumni of Cardiff University opens you up to a network of fellow Cardiff students, some newly graduated, and some who have gone on to achieve great things, like some of the people that are here with me today, who can also help you do the same. Whether it be by making the most of the rich alumni network that Cardiff has to offer, by staying in contact with your friends and peers, or by coming back and visiting the place where you had the best years of your life. That community feeling that Cardiff has given you as a student is something that does not have to end today. You can take it with you wherever you go. No one could have anticipated the journey that you have all gone through to get here today. But one thing is for sure, you can be proud to be sat here graduating as a class of 2023. I hope that you all remember how far you've come and how much you have achieved here at Cardiff. It has been by no means an easy ride for you all, but it has been our diversity that has gotten us through adversity. So, whilst the future may look a bit daunting right now, remember this moment, take a deep breath, look around you, and appreciate how far you've come, realize how far you can go. I hope you all go on to remember the journey you've had at Cardiff fondly, and keep those memories close to your heart. But most importantly, please remember, you will always have a home here at Cardiff. Diolch, and thank you for everything. On behalf of myself and Angie Flores, your Students' Union President. Thank you.
Gnawn da, a chroeso cynnes i chi gyd. Colin Reardon dwi, Is-Ganghellor, Prifysgol Cardiff. I'm Colin Reardon, the Vice-Chancellor of this university, and a very warm welcome to everybody, but particularly to all the students in the class of 2023. We now come to the most important part, where each student will get the chance to cross the stage. The name will be read out, and that's the point at which you must celebrate as loudly as you can, or as loudly as you wish. Don't feel any inhibition in this respect. Whoop, shout, clap as much as you like. My only plea is that you give a chance for the next person's name to be heard so that everybody has their moment. Once all of the students for each group have crossed the stage and returned to your seats, I will ask you to stand. At this point, I will use a sentence in Welsh, which means, on behalf of the university, I recognise your achievement with great pleasure. So we'll now move to that part of the proceedings, and I invite Professor Jang Jong-woo to the lectern.
Pro Honda. So I'm delighted to be here today to represent the class of 2023 from the School of Engineering. It's a highlight in the academic calendar for the school and the university. We have spent several years in each other's company. Your time as a student has been rather different to any other year group. But what I want to say to you today is that it has been a privilege to watch you grow into the soon-to-be graduates sitting here right now. Yes, we have had to navigate through some unexpected and extraordinary circumstances, but you have still come through undiminished. So today, we particularly applaud you for your resilience, endurance, strength, and creativity. Our Year 4 students sitting here experienced the full effects of lockdown in 2020, and our Year 3 students cohort came to us at a time full of uncertainties and facing a very different university experience. We kept our laboratory sessions going in small groups. We repurposed the rooms to return some face-to-face tutorials, and many lectures had to go online. Although I gather some of you rather liked the idea of going to lectures without leaving the bed. All in all, by getting here, you show you have all excelled under incredibly testing conditions. The skills you have gained, adaptivity, determination, and being goal-driven, for example, will undoubtedly help you form the bedrock of your working careers. If we look back a little, maybe the way we all reconfigured life through lockdown would be prominent in our mind. But here are a few other memories for you to keep. Let's not overlook the fact that through all this, 96% of our school's research was judged as being world-leading or internationally excellent by the most recent UK government's Research Excellence Framework. a very high standard as you might rightly expect as you graduate from a Russell Group university. But our successes are not just all in blue sky research, it is also in very practical fields. For example, you might have heard we developed a kit to convert all the Land Rover into full electric vehicles, put into good use at the Glastonbury Festival just finished. Or you might know some of our undergraduates this year found the time in their busy schedule to design and build a footbridge in a Kenon Valley Park project, which especially helps people with mental health issues. Whether success in community projects, developing products with companies, or multi-million-pound advanced research grants, you can see we are a school that is committed to and recognized for making a positive difference to the world around us. So as you cross the stage today, you take with you these memories, and more along with the friendships you have made, you also take our thanks. Don't underestimate your contribution in shaping and enriching our school and university community during your time with us. We have been inspired by you and your commitment to our values. Now we are delighted to see you transfer your achievements here into the wider world and continue to make a positive impact at every level. Thank you, class of 2023. I will now call each of you to the stage. I, Professor Jianzhong Wu, introduce Bachelor of Engineering for the class of 2023. Sini another. Ali Al-Fadhan. Fatima Abdullah. Peter Abou Javoude. Iraj Adib. Olu Wayamisi Akinloflarin. Yusuf Alawi. Nadia Hamoud Said Ohathi. Bisnasa Muhammad Ogathi. Muhammad Ogathi. Taha Ogamidi. Sarah Martinez. Firas Mitch Ohabi. Hassan Masi Ogathi. Adam Amjad. Megan Andrews. Rowan Ashwood. Tim Atkinson. James Asen Parrish. Nadine Aziz. Adil Arif Badat. Max Baker. Yusuf Ayman Barakat. Hamza Bakit. Syed Benaya. Isaac Thomas Berry. Manda Bahas. Mahmoud Toshik Bayan, Andrew Baby, Aidan Bliss, Morgan Boring, Thomas Hartnell, James Price, Will Broman, James Jonathan Carr, Louis Carver, Catherine Elizabeth Champion, Alex Liar Champion, Russell Chan, Hadi Chaudhary, Matthew Rune Cooper, Stephen Djokovic, Javier Delpat, Elora May Dalupinis, Molly Marida, Harrison Dashan, Edward Davey, Aaron Davis, Cael Davis, Connor Craig Davis, Raiden Davis, Thomas Davis, Frederick Dean Leff, Yash Dana, Thomas Stowe, Maxime Dufour, William Dunham, Mohammed Al-Soul, Thomas Embury, Maxwell Ewan, Carl Ewan Jasper, Hala Fadil, Harvey Franklin Sohn, Matthew Fitzpatrick, Katia Fodorova, Freddie Foden, Joseph Franks, Tom French, Macarena Pitora Kamal, Christina Gatti, Abdullah Jipali, Joe Gooding, Jack Griff, Braden Hallinan, Alec Yuan Hammond, Yazan Hassan Hamin Hamoda, Jamie Gant Faridia, Reese Harris, Rina Hashemi, Eve Piper Hopkins, Yuan Henderson, Carla Rose Hallen, Alexandra Howard, Cameron Hughes, Sam Hughes, Harry Hui, Jake Oliver Hume, Yasser Allah Hussain, Uma Azhar, Eleanor Yuko Furukawa James, Edward Jenkins, Phil Jenkins, Yeston Towns Jones, Callum Jones, Edward Jones, Oliver Jones, Lydia Jordan, Craig Joshi, Eleanor Key, Jack Kent, Toby Jonathan Curry Campbell, Joe King Buff, Archie King, T.C. Wing Cole, Rachel Kotecha, Janali Kurupu Modi Yansilagi, Joshua Lai, Nicole Lee, Jiawei Lim, Juliet Levitt. Saeed Mills Muhammad, Thomas Malone, Rory Mason, James Cameron McKee, William Manami, Yuan Mahani, Daniel Michel, Samuel Milan Norman, Harry James Moland, Catherine Morris, Robert James Myers, Amira Nicole Abana Nasser, Hassan Nasrallah, Ranschani Nasser, Peter Benedict Natchez, Elizabeth Nanduri Ndurti, David James Newman, Elmiku Oluwatudimu, Liam Otu, Spiros Papadogirbos, Ayman Pasha, Giorgio Patris, Rachel Patiata, Tom Payne, Topisa Beck, Alex Pepperell, Bethan Phillips, Cameron Phillips, Cameron Pirada, Chloe Pope, Topias Poblanston, Jacob Joseph Daniel Post, Hugh Proctor, Kinka Bruce, King Reese, Daniel Paul Robbins, Eddie Rogers, Matthew Rogers, Aaron Ruchitsky, Aisha Bakris Sahil Jalil, Omar Zayat Sanan, Adam Matthew Sanderson, Oliver Schatt, Blaise Singers, Joe Simmons, Will Smith, Charlie Solvey, Finley Sturgis, Nisaito Nathan Tarimo, William Taylor, Luis Oti, Diana Jacob Van Wu, Chime Wachsara, Ken Xiao Wang, Bradley Wall, Liberty White, Nicholas White, Owen Wolf, Yutak Wang, Eve Chen-Hui Wu, I, Professor Jian Zhongwu, introduce those for the degree of Master of Engineering for class of 2023. Aruf bin Abdul Rahman, Gemma Rabraham, Panayotis Adamopoulos, Oscar Adamson, Ayumide Oganataga Anifoloshi, Jonas Atkuai Klote, Scott Baxter, Lauren Baker, Elizabeth Bull, Lucy Bannon, Adila Bannon, Samuel Basto, Isabella Inayi Bayan, Lina Humden Bezia, Julia Glab-Botio, Maya Bowles, Cameron Fletchman, Lucy Butcher, Thomas Tipchie, Javier Chaudhry, Cass Tinking Chong, Sophie Chillingworth, Farihai Chaudhry, Giles Cosgrove, Alexandra Polly, Naomi Colin Extender Darlington, Michael Davis, Catherine Deegan, Jacob Dunn, Faraz Al Daisuki, Joshua James Averill, Olia Fondon, Miguel Farina de Lima, Donovan John Fletcher, Isaac Campbell, Giorgio Gaddi, Angus Good, Matthew Keynes, Adam Goody, Samuel Hall, James Harrison, Samana Hassan, William Hawker, Harry Haynes, Richard Lita Haynen, Franklin Higgins, Neil Peter Healing, Ibrahim Hindle, 先英后的 Sandra Ibrahim, Kevin A. Morris, Ben Anthony Aztec, Oliver Isaacs, Samuel Johnstone, Alexander David Jones, Bobin Jones, Ansel Joy, George Kenyon, Richard Kenyon, Purnab Kaka, Ali Kamal Khalil, Fatima Khan, Yukub Close, Directors, Kashapanas, Eve Lane, Julian Londerman, Emma Lasser, Yuki Long, Christina Linvasic, Henry Green, Yun Luk, Ho Chi Nam, Vincent Mam, Rubin Mabridge, Joshua McClure, Sean Miller, Owen Millington, Kate Mingay, Daniel Maroman, Chanel Nagra, Bona Shiraz, Joshua Newman, Matthew Newton, Lapeng Anu, Longten Nan, Hara Nirmat, Anna Nolan, Isabel Pace, Benjamin Curry, Eleanor Pierce, Lucy Pack, Noah Pitt, Jack Pike, Louise Pitt, Diana Pires, Katerina Poani, George Papadin, Namu Rashi, Jamie Ru, Sobin Sabu, Abdullah Samaha, Muhammad Sami, Lauren Sigrid, Raki Saniviratna, Daniel Rowe, Lauren Shea, Vitina Shibu, Amy Shea, James Skipper, Jack Smiley, Ridley Smith, Bison Sons, Sam Soder, Isaac Stillans, Harris Tracy, Ashen Sanders, Francis Sachs, Madeline Thomas, Edward Thompson, Jack Chu, Chen Ipip Song, Jordan Michael C., Daniel Waxwood, James Wakefield, Faye Warren, William Patrick Webb, Robert Webster, Jonathan Williams, Ben Williams, Ingram Christopher Williams, Peter Winslow, Isabel Wynn, Kimberly Mei Yong, the Vice Chancellor will now confirm the achievements.
Would the students who've just crossed the stage please stand? Ar ran y brifysgol, rwy'n cydnabod eich cyrhaeddiad gyda phleser mawr. Llongyfarchiadau Li. Many congratulations. Thank you very much.
I, Professor Rudolf Allemann, introduce those for the postgraduate diploma for class of 2023. Akash Mohikia. I, Professor Rudolf Allemann, introduce those for the degree of Master of Science for class of 2023. Shefin Abraham. Abdirman Abdare. Amruta Achi. Ahmed Al-Basha. Abbas Ali, Ahmed Suhail Mohammed, Saad Al-Rashid, Youssef Al-Yusufi, Devi Supreth Atluri, Kritika Vashti, Nia Babu, Duvon Beckford, Marcus Besley, Pritam Aniket Bozale, Chan Hing Mi, Chan Wing Hung Daniela, Banu Prakash Chandra, Nikolaos Hayaralabush. Choikshan Michael Chung. Prasad Chakdev Demush. Alina Bapu Epapuli. Thomas Stephen Glenn. Shanyu Guan. Faris Hakim. Nia Hanon. Utresuria Haribabu. Chun Yin Ho. Walter Hung Chang Fung. Thomas Roy John Hutchins. Daniel Ishfaq. Bryn James. Mary Marina James. Manoval Singh Shirval. Pranesh Kanapan Kartikeyan. Kushai Kebabali. Ranchit Kuzlazigam. Yitze Liu. Vignesh Bharati Madhadevan. Mohammed Yasir Mohammed Mohideen. Tushar Prakash Mohite. Denias DJ Denny Hus Musvere. Kwosam Nalum. Daniel Pereira. Leo Inge. Suive Anyango Odero. Abhinav Chia. Chuka Okike. Elizabeth Ekeminia Basiokon. Manuel Pallister. Surya Kamur Paluru. Kishan Patel. Divyani Devgonda Patil. Jonathan Alexander Petit. Aquila Gardiner Powell. Tanvir Rahman. Gururaj Ramesh. Aswin Kartikeyan. Syed Mohammed Saim. Sasikumar Srinivasagam. Sechal Shinde. Aditi Rajendra Shivka. Sardar Amandeep Singh. Adiswara Siva Kumar. Kishan Siva Yoga Nathan. Prashant Adita Sozale Rangarachu. Stephen Stack. Jessica Steele. Emily Jane Summers. Shah Mir. Caris Thomas. Karolina Thomas. Sabia Monmas Tisha. Oliver Ross Griffiths Tun. Varun Vinayaka. Paul Winder. Ki Yang. Fulishur Shiny Dean. Chifu Suo. The Vice-Chancellor will now confirm the achievement.
Would the students who've just crossed the stage please stand? Ar ran y Brifysgol, rwy'n cydnabod eich cyhoeddiad gyda phleser mawr. Llongyfarchiadau Lee. Many congratulations. Fawr iawn, thank you very much.
The following students to be presented have achieved a doctoral degree, and in recognition of their achievement and research, they will be presented to the presiding officer, who will doff in return. I, Professor Rudolf Allemann, introduce those who have received the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. Ahmed Jabbar Rahi Al-Graiti. Nawad Mohammed Al-Amri. Ahmad Al-Hani. Hatem Musfer Al-Katahami. Mohammed Al-Khuli. Hasnin Al-Hassari. Ahmad Mohammed Al-Mofta. Maram Al-Moliya. Salma Ali Rida Al-Qassas. Ahmad Al-Sayed. Abdullah Mohammed Al-Tuwairiji. Amin Amin. Carlos Azua Gonzalez. Stephen Ball. Sami Bakain. Samuel Bishop. Alexander Bogush. Sheikh Rinley Bowes. Chen Li Chen. Chen Se-Yuan. Sukhwinder Singh. Joseph Fraser Harper. George Alexander Fontaine. Ali Khudair. Catherine Alice Leach. Nefi Makreyanin. Heidi Guadalupe Martinez Zavala. Jonathan James. Mikhail Mikhailarakis. Stefanie Müller. Shahala Abdul Kader Nasul Rao. Rajesh Rachamoni. William Gareth Seward. Mokhtar Ali Moshba Sharuan. Hassan Berkem Sander. The Vice-Chancellor will now confer the award.
Will those who've just crossed the stage please stand? Ar ran y Brifysgol, roi'n cydnabod eich cyrheiddiad gyda phleser mawr. Llongyfarchiadau Lee, many congratulations. Fawr iawn, thank you very much.
Pronoun da. Good afternoon, everyone. We come to the part of the ceremony that celebrates distinguished people for outstanding contributions within their field and to society, to Cardiff, Wales, and the world. Today's honorary fellow is Professor Karen Holford. Professor Holford, like you, will be recognized and rewarded. Her success is part of your day's success. This is an opportunity to mark our admiration, pride, and gratitude in the presentation of the Award of Honorary Fellowship. Professor Karen Holford is Chief Executive and Vice-Chancellor at Cranfield University. Her engineering career spans industry and academia, gaining an engineering degree at Cardiff University, followed by a PhD. Karen has worked for major companies, including AB Electronics Products and Rolls-Royce. At Rolls-Royce, she contributed to a range of technical projects, including the development of Ardeur and Pegasus engines. At AB Electronic Products, she was responsible for the management of technical projects, including the design and development of a new thin-film pressure sensor for BMW ABS systems, as well as developing automotive electronic products for Jaguar Rover. She returned to Cardiff University in 1990, pursuing an academic career around her primary research theme of damage assessment using acoustic emission. Her research was applied across a range of industrial applications, including bridges and aerospace landing gear. Her enthusiasm for user-inspired research led her to engage with industry at every level, from leading global engineering organizations through to local SMEs. Karen became head of the School of Engineering at Cardiff University in 2010, led its College of Physical Sciences and Engineering as the founding Pro-Vice-Chancellor between 2012 and 2017, and served as Deputy Vice-Chancellor from 2017 to 2021. Among her accolades, Karen was elected to the Fellowship of the Royal Academy of Engineering in 2015, and in 2016 was named as one of the 50 most influential women engineers in the UK. In 2017, she received a CBE for services to engineering and the advancement of women in engineering. I will now present this distinguished individual who is to be awarded an honorary fellowship of Cardiff University. Vice-Chancellor, I present to you Karen Holford to be accepted as Honorary Fellow of Cardiff University.
Hang on, I'll just say my bit. Trwy'r darlledwyd i mi gan y cyngor, derbynnu ar ti fel cymrawd yr anrhydedd Prifysgol Caerdydd.
Thank you, Agnes, for your kind words. Vice-Chancellor Colin, thank you for this great honour for which I feel humbled and a little bit overwhelmed. It's quite hard to recognise myself in your kind words, Agnes, because inside I still actually feel like the teenager who made the life-changing decision to come to Cardiff University to study engineering. And at this stage, I'd like to thank all of my colleagues, many of whom are on the stage, who I've had the privilege to work with here over many years. Without our teamwork, I'm looking at particular ones over there in the CUSP team, I would not be here today, and you know that. And also, if graduates, if you wonder why I'm the only person to get a hug, well, he was my boss for many years, so, you know, we do hug here. It's called a cwtch in Cardiff, isn't it? So, I'd like to start by congratulating all graduates. This is your day. I know how hard you've worked for this, and I know how much it means to you. You've probably had a lot of fun too, haven't you? Oh. Come on. You have had a lot of fun too, haven't you? Yes, but we all appreciate the long hours that you've put in and the high standards that you have achieved. Now, rumour has it that engineering degrees are the hardest to attain. Is that right? Yes? Of course, I know that. My colleagues on the stage know that. You know that. There are two people here in the audience who would disagree. My son, Ben, and my daughter, Jodie, who chose not to study engineering. So they think their degrees are the hardest. Anyway, today, I'd like to give special recognition to those of you who are the first in their family to attend university, to those of you who have overcome physical and mental health challenges, and to international students who have been far away from home during your studies. Those groups in particular, the extra challenges that you have faced are enormous and deserve special recognition. Well done, and thank you to all of you for letting me share what is your day. 39 years ago, I sat where you're sitting. I know it's hard to believe. Filled with a mix of emotions, relief at being free from examinations, joy at being with my fellow students, love for my family, but most of all, gratitude to the admissions tutor who let me in, despite my A-level results being, how shall we say, unexpected. As I've often said to those who know me, I discovered motorbikes, music gigs, and freedom at the wrong point in my sixth form studies. Failure can be tough, but it is a good thing. It shapes us and teaches us. So my main message to you is that life is full of successes and failures. You should celebrate the successes and you should learn from the failures, but above all, second message to you, please don't worry. And I'll quote John Lennon here. The great man said, "Everything will be okay in the end, and if it's not okay, it's not the end." Now, I quite often pondered what that meant, but I think this means that things are never perfect, but that's okay. So, what does the future hold for you? You will do so many things, and you will have countless opportunities. University will have helped you to recognise that strength comes from diversity. So embrace your own diversity, embrace the diversity of others, and be comfortable with being you. University will have inspired your natural curiosity, so stay curious and keep learning. You will face situations for which you have no experience, and that's fine. Ask for help. And again, don't worry. You will make decisions, some good, some bad, but you will learn from these and you will grow. It's never been a better time to be an engineer. We are in short supply. We are in demand. We are an important part of interdisciplinary teams who will work together to solve some of the biggest social and global challenges, especially that of climate change. I know that everything that you've learnt at Cardiff is going to help steer the next phase of technological change in our world, and I have great confidence that you will harness it and find the good in it. The world needs competent leadership right now, and you are never, never too young to lead. Thank you.
Thank you, Karen. And if you want to know our alumni work, Karen and I were here at Cardiff University at exactly the same time, 39 years ago. So congratulations. You are now part of the Cardiff University alumni community of over 210,000, start again. Congratulations. You are now part of the Cardiff University alumni community of over 210,000 graduates, plus myself and Karen. That's where I threw myself. Cardiff alumni are great global citizens. Some are activists and have high profiles. Others are quiet, solid contributors to their communities. Cardiff will have given you more than a degree. You've been encouraged to ask questions and challenge conventional wisdom. You've shown a willingness, determination and spirit, which are the real hallmarks of a Cardiff University graduate. The Welsh word hiraeth is made for moments like this. It conveys a sense of place, of love, of longing, of memories. We hope that you'll keep hiraeth in your hearts for Cardiff University. Now, before we close, there's one last Cardiff University tradition that we need to uphold. Whilst today is all about your achievement, it's not something you could have done on your own. You've been supported by your friends and families throughout your degree, and so now can I ask the new graduates to stand? Everyone in this hall, and I saw them up on the 6th floor standing in order that they could see and make a noise. Everyone in this hall made a lot of noise for you, so now it's your turn to make even more noise to say thank you to them. Okay. I believe in engineering. I studied in the Queen's Building back in the day. and that was a bit pants. We've had art students make more noise than that. So we're going to do it again. Can I hear it, please, for your friends, families and supporters? That's more like it. Thank you. You can sit down. Now, to close our celebrations, here is a film welcoming you to our Cardiff University alumni family. Enjoy it. And at the end of the film, please stand as the platform party leaves and our ceremony draws to a close. Thank you for allowing us to join you today, and congratulations once again. Diolch yn fawr iawn.
Take a look around you. Be welwch chi. What do you see? Class of 2023. Today we take stock of everything we've achieved and say thank you to those who always believed. So scroll through memories, cymryd selfies gyda'r besties, and stand up straight for the photographer. Say cheers. Today we remember how we got this far, the late nights and bright lights, and moments we didn't do as well as we might. Pob dyddiad cael, dyfalbarhau, o weithio'n galed i'r darllediadau. Today we're rewarded for all the hard work that started way back with the first steps we took. Dropped at Talabont, yng Nghennydd, Aberdare, Aberconwy, I ganol y freshers, heb wybod lle I fynd, heb nabod bob un, nes canfod ffrindiau oes yn neidiau bob cytun. First dates.
Soulmates.
I'm gonna start crying at this rate. Today we're part of something that's hard to describe. The new class of an old tribe. A tradition that'll be there our whole lives, a network that continues to help us thrive. Years from now, we'll see someone with a badge on their tie, or hear people on a bus shouting,
Choose drive.
And we'll remember where we came from, where we came into our own, where we made our mark, canfod cartref, where we found a home. Today we make noise like it's the varsity game, and count ourselves lucky we found people with the same interests, hobbies, byd o humor nes bod ni'n folly. People who tried to shelter us with broken brollies. People who helped us find our limits and push them out of the way. People who helped us get to this point.
On this day.
Today is a day we mark everything we've shared. A day we tell people just how much we cared, that they were always there, even when they couldn't be. Roedden ni'n gwybod y deiau eto hael lyfryn for all the long hours we've had to put in. We still had those nights that went right through till dawn, and days we dug deeper than ever before. So here's to those late night revisers and early risers, to sunny days that passed by in View Park, to that special someone who gave us that special spark and helped us to grow, to transform, to dream. Today's for that someone we're proud to have at our team. What happens tomorrow is whatever you choose. Go make news or break news, but absolutely refuse to be told that can't be done, because we've only just begun to make records and break records and make history and break history and say,
This is the world I want to see.
10,
20,
30,
40.
Years from now, you'll look back on today and realise we've been by your side the whole way. But right now, right here, let's savour the moment and say, camgymeriadau, congratulations. Let's get the celebrations underway. Take a moment, look around you. Be welwch chi. What do you see? We're Cardiff University. Croeso, welcome to your alumni community.